وصول صاحب السمو الشيخ محمد بن راشد آل مكتوم نائب رئيس دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة رئيس مجلس الوزراء حاكم دبي، ووصول صاحب السمو الشيخ محمد بن زايد آل نهيان ولي عهد أبو ظبي نائب القائد الأعلى للقوات المسلحة لدولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة.
The arrival of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates, ruler of Dubai, and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces.
السيدات والسادة، السلام الوطني لدولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة.
Ladies and gentlemen, the United Arab Emirates National Anthem.
If we act now, immediately and decisively, we have the means to build a better and more sustainable world.
This is a moment of danger, but it is a moment of hope and inspiration.
Brazilian bank raises $408 million for renewable energy and water projects.
Apple to invest 1.7 billion euros in green European data centers.
The scientific debate is effectively over.
You will not have an economy unless you address your environmental issues.
L'objectif premier, c'est de réorienter les flux de nos économies vers un monde décarboné.
Business wants to help against climate change.
The world is moving forward and the renewable energy revolution is taking place.
In his encyclical, the first papal document dedicated to the environment, the Pope calls for decisive action here and now.
A mudança do clima é dos desafios centrais do século XXI.
Bloomberg forecasts $2.2 trillion boom in global small-scale solar in the next 25 years.
If we work together, we can come to understand the connection between our environment and our economy and not allow those two ideas to be separated as they often are.
London Array proves viability of large-scale renewable projects as it celebrates 2 years of successful operations.
We're the first generation to feel the impact of climate change and the last generation that can do something about it.
There can be no attack on poverty without an assault on climate change.
Al detonar oportunidades de negocio en tecnologías limpias, se crean nuevos mercados, calienta la participación del sector privado en el combate al cambio climático.
We need every country on the same page. all pushing for an ambitious, durable, and inclusive agreement that will finally put us on the path towards a global clean energy future.
Mexico planning $46 billion coast-to-coast wind energy push.
Climate change does not respect national borders.
38 countries launch Global Geothermal Alliance.
Je vois que la réaction est positive, je n'entends pas d'objection. L'accord de Paris pour le climat est accepté.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Your Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai. Your Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces. Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Adil Boussaidi and I will be your Master of Ceremonies for this morning. Thank you for taking the time to be with us at this very important event, the 4th Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week. Before starting, I would like to remind you all to please use your translation headsets. Channel 1 for Arabic, قناة رقم 1 للعربية, Channel 2 for English, para español pulse el número 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week brings together the 9th World Future Energy Summit, the 8th Zayed Future Energy Prize Award Ceremony, the 4th International Water Summit, the 3rd Festival at Masla City, the 1st Women in Sustainability, Environment and Renewable Energy Forum, WISER, and coincides with the 6th General Assembly of the International Renewable Energy Agency, IRENA. Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, esteemed guests, for the opening of the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week, I would like to invite onto the stage our host, Dr. Sultan Ahmed Al-Jaber, UAE Minister of State and Chairman of Masla, to deliver his remarks.
Your Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates and ruler of Dubai. Your Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the United Arab Emirates Armed Forces. Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week and the Zayed Future Energy Prize Awards ceremony. We are gathered here in an effort to turn political ambition into practical actions and to promote transformative ideas by recognizing visionary thinkers. Today, we convene at a time of complex geopolitical and economic circumstances, but we also convene at a moment of unprecedented unity. For over 2 decades, we have been saying we must, we can, and we should. But last month in Paris, we did. The Paris Agreement marked the culmination of years of challenging negotiations. Never before has the political will to address climate change and achieve sustainable development been so resolute, and never before have market forces aligned so closely with political choices. In fact, the economic case for everyone concerned has now become an undeniable opportunity. When Gro Harlem Brundtland, who's here with us today, first defined the term sustainable development with her colleagues nearly 30 years ago, the risk of global warming was real, yet affordable solutions were not. And now, as a result of progressive advances in technology, policy, and finance, those solutions are reliable, efficient, and commercially competitive. We are seeing sustainable and clean technologies ramping up across all geographies, all industries, and in the most unusual places, from energy-rich countries and small island states to seawater desalination and enhanced oil recovery. But achieving sustainable development and meeting the world's growing demand for energy cannot be met by one source alone. All energy sources, both traditional and new, must work hand in hand. We should not see this as a conflict, but rather a unique opportunity. And the UAE, as a responsible global energy player, recognizes this simple reality. There is no one answer to the world's energy needs. And that is why our leadership has prioritized economic and energy diversification as fundamental pillars to achieving sustainable development. Our efforts to pursue sectors such as aviation, logistics, tourism, technology, and financial services are enabling us to remain resilient and very competitive. In fact, we have also long recognized that clean energy will play an increasingly important role in unlocking new sources of economic growth and transforming sustainability from an environmental imperative into a major force for economic development. And while we remain a world leader in the oil and gas sector, we will also continue to play a central role in advancing clean and renewable energy. Ladies and gentlemen, there has never been a greater opportunity to make real progress towards sustainable development and to create an economic potential that can drive sustained growth for future generations. Let us start here at the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week to build bridges between governments and businesses, to create durable partnerships, and to address the world's most pressing challenges in sustainability. So let us be brave, bold, and ambitious. Let us use this week to maintain the momentum and to capitalize on this historic opportunity to lift the global economy and shape a practical pathway towards a sustainable future. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sultan. I would now like to invite onto the stage the President of the United Mexican States, His Excellency Enrique Peña Nieto.
Señoras y señores, muy buenos días. Su Alteza, Jeque Mohammed bin Zayed, Príncipe Heredero de Abu Dhabi y Subcomandante Supremo de las Fuerzas Armadas de Emiratos Árabes Unidos. Excelentísimos jefes de Estado, señor Secretario General de Naciones Unidas, señoras y señores ministros, muy distinguidos invitados. Señoras y señores, como presidente de México, es un honor estar en Abu Dhabi, capital de los Emiratos Árabes Unidos y ejemplo global de desarrollo y sustentabilidad. Es un honor además poder acompañarlos en la inauguración de la Cumbre Mundial de la Energía del Futuro 2016. Uno de los eventos internacionales más importantes en materia de energía y recursos renovables. Agradezco al Príncipe Heredero esta invitación especial. Estoy seguro de que este evento, en el marco de la Semana de la Sustentabilidad en Abu Dhabi, reafirma nuestro deseo de establecer una relación próspera y duradera. Uno de los mayores retos de la humanidad es contar con energía limpia y suficiente para satisfacer la demanda futura a nivel global. De acuerdo con datos de la Agencia Internacional de Energía, en 2030 las necesidades energéticas se duplicarán y para 2050, con una población cercana a los 9.700 millones, el mundo demandará 3 veces la cantidad de energía que consume actualmente. Si bien es poco probable un eventual agotamiento de las fuentes fósiles de energía, la amenaza del calentamiento global y sus devastadores efectos obligan a una transición hacia energías más limpias y renovables. Todas las naciones del planeta son vulnerables a los efectos del cambio climático y, por tanto, todos tenemos el deber de asumir nuestra responsabilidad global. ¿Qué podemos hacer para acelerar esta transición mundial hacia energías más limpias? ¿Cómo podemos desacoplar el crecimiento económico de las emisiones de gases de efecto invernadero? En primer lugar, se requiere voluntad y liderazgo político. Voluntad y liderazgos políticos como los mostrados durante la pasada COP21 en París. Quiero felicitar a su presidente, al señor Fabius, que está entre nosotros, por el éxito alcanzado en París en esta cumbre mundial. Muchas felicidades. En segundo lugar, se requiere innovación y el desarrollo de nuevas tecnologías. Pero igualmente importante es asegurar que todos los países, en particular las naciones en desarrollo, tengan acceso a estos adelantos y soluciones. Congruentes con el contexto global, México está haciendo su parte, impulsando una audaz transición energética hacia fuentes más limpias y renovables. Recientemente, mi país reformó su marco regulatorio, estableciendo el objetivo de que en 2024 nuestro sistema eléctrico funcione con al menos 35% de energías limpias y con 50% para el año 2050. Actualmente, esta proporción es de 21%. Para alcanzar estas metas, a partir de la reforma energética alcanzada a través de un gran acuerdo político en mi país, hemos adoptado un modelo basado en el aprovechamiento sustentable de la energía, incluyendo la creación de nuevos mercados que vinculan el talento, los recursos naturales y la inversión. Este modelo se basa en la creación de un ecosistema de innovación a partir de incentivos a la inversión en desarrollo tecnológico y formación de recursos humanos altamente especializados. Este esfuerzo ha comenzado a dar buenos resultados. En tan solo 3 años, de 2012 a 2015, México logró disminuir en 48% el uso de combustóleo en la generación de energía eléctrica. Con esta reducción, además, han disminuido las tarifas eléctricas para hogares, comercios y para la industria. Esta transición hacia energías más limpias, como el gas natural, nos ha permitido disminuir en 45% nuestras emisiones de CO2 relacionados con el uso de combustóleo. En el marco de la COP21, México suscribió la iniciativa Cero Quema Rutinaria de Gas al 2030, promovida por el Banco Mundial, la cual busca conservar y aprovechar el gas asociado al petróleo crudo de forma sustentable. Adicionalmente, en México estamos creando un nuevo mercado eléctrico mayorista que promueva mayor competencia en la generación de energía a fin de que las tarifas sigan bajando en beneficio de los consumidores. En este mercado participarán empresas públicas y privadas, vendiendo su energía en igualdad de condiciones que las empresas hoy productivas del Estado. Se trata de una eliminación de barreras de entrada que hoy en México no tiene precedente. También creamos un esquema de subastas eléctricas de mediano y largo plazo que incluirán certificados de energía limpia para garantizar que un porcentaje de electricidad que consuman los grandes usuarios provenga de energías más amigables con el medio ambiente. A través de incentivos fiscales se promueve la sustitución de maquinaria y equipo para la generación de energía proveniente de fuentes renovables o de sistemas de cogeneración eficiente. Actualmente, México cuenta con 16.500 megawatts de capacidad de generación renovable, equivalente al 24.2% de la capacidad instalada total. Del año 2000 a la fecha, este tipo de generación renovable ha crecido en más de 50%. Tan solo de 2012 a 2015 se incorporaron 2.700 megawatts, en su mayor parte a través de recursos eólicos. Además, se han realizado importantes acciones en materia de eficiencia energética, incluyendo la sustitución de focos y electrodomésticos para familias o el otorgamiento de ecocréditos para las pequeñas, medianas empresas a fin de que renueven sus equipos de iluminación, refrigeración y aire acondicionado. Asimismo, estamos promoviendo la sustentabilidad energética en nuestras ciudades a través del aprovechamiento sustentable de la energía en alumbrado público, bombeo de agua y edificaciones. Finalmente, en materia de investigación y desarrollo tecnológico de energías renovables, México está destinando una mayor cantidad de recursos financieros de lo que haya hecho anteriormente en su historia. En los últimos 3 años se han invertido 150 millones de dólares en la creación de los Centros Mexicanos de Innovación en Energía, orientados al desarrollo e investigación aplicada en los sectores solar, eólico y geotérmico, así como en el de bioenergéticos y fuerzas del océano. Cabe destacar que en el marco de la COP21, México adoptó la declaración conjunta de la iniciativa Mission Innovation, comprometiéndose a duplicar sus inversiones e investigación en energías limpias en un periodo de 5 años. El nuevo modelo energético mexicano y las metas de sustitución de fuentes fósiles están plasmadas en la Ley de Transición Energética, la cual ha contado con el amplio reconocimiento de la comunidad internacional. Con la misma convicción, México ha insistido en la adopción de compromisos concretos y mecanismos de cooperación eficaces para acelerar esta transición a nivel global. Fuimos el primer país en desarrollo en presentar nuestra contribución prevista y determinada a nivel nacional ante la Convención Marco de las Naciones Unidas sobre Cambio Climático. A propuesta de México, se creó el Fondo Verde, el cual obtuvo la aprobación de sus primeros proyectos en la reciente COP21. Hoy, el Fondo Verde es uno de los principales mecanismos de financiamiento para la adopción de medidas de adaptación, mitigación y transferencia de tecnología frente a los efectos del cambio climático. Todas estas acciones demuestran que hoy México es un actor que está asumiendo su responsabilidad global frente a los desafíos energéticos y climatológicos del futuro. Señoras y señores, México está comprometido con el medio ambiente. Estamos decididos a transitar hacia combustibles menos contaminantes y a adoptar energías renovables. Estamos convencidos de que sí es posible asegurar un nuevo régimen climático sin frenar el desarrollo económico y social. Abu Dhabi, particularmente la ciudad de Masdar, son ejemplos tangibles de entornos de innovación orientados al desarrollo económico y social sostenible. Por ello, estoy seguro de que esta cumbre mundial de las energías del futuro será recordada como una de las más audaces y emblemáticas en la historia de este importante foro internacional. Agradezco a quienes son promotores y organizadores de este foro la muy honrosa invitación que se me ha formulado para participar en este gran evento que sin duda sentará bases para seguir avanzando en favor de un mundo que respete el medio ambiente. Muchas gracias.
And now, it is with great pleasure that I invite our final keynote of the day, His Excellency Ban Ki-moon, Secretary General of the United Nations, to deliver his remarks.
Your Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates, Your Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of United Arab Emirates, distinguished heads of state and government, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Sustainable energy is the thread that connects economic growth, social equity, and our efforts to combat climate change. So I am very happy to be here at the Future Energy Summit as we celebrate last year's landmark global agreement on sustainable development goals and climate change in Paris. The Paris Agreement is a triumph for people, the planet, and it is a triumph of multilateralism. For the first time, every country in the world pledged to curb their emissions, strengthen resilience, and act internationally and domestically to address climate change. I take this opportunity to commend the leadership of President Hollande of France and Foreign Minister Fabius as President of COP21. The Sustainable Development Agenda captured the imagination of the world as countries came together and committed to a transformative vision for prosperity, peace, and partnership. The universality of these agreements and their inclusive nature mean that we have a clear way forward. Now is the time for action. Governments, the private sector, regional and international organizations must start working to implement the 17 ambitious global goals. The SDG 7 is very clear. Ensure access to affordable, reliable, and sustainable and modern energy for all. This will have an enormous impact on climate change. By reducing emissions, it will improve public health and safeguard economic growth, indirectly saving billions of lives. To keep global temperature rise well below 2 degrees and even 1.5 degrees centigrade, we need to urgently scale up clean, sustainable energy. In Paris, developed countries agreed they must continue to lead in providing support to developing countries to enable them to make this rapid transformation. But clean, sustainable energy will not only help to safeguard the future of our planet, it will also directly save an estimated 4.3 billion lives every year. That is the estimated number of people who die prematurely from pollution resulting from indoor cook stoves that use fire, coal, charcoal, or animal waste. Most of these people are women and children who spend their time near wood-burning stoves and open flames. It is women and girls who bear the brunt of collecting firewood and fuels, time-consuming activities which limit their work and education opportunities. SDG 7 on sustainable energy is at the heart of development, since more than 1 billion people in the world have no access to electricity. Achieving SDG 7 well before 2030 will vastly improve our chances on achieving the global goals on food security, health care, education, employment, sustainable cities, and more. Your Highnesses, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we have made a good start. There has been remarkable progress on many fronts. The fall in prices for renewable energy, especially solar energy, and the emergence of new business models are bringing sustainable energy within reach of the world's poorest people. A new generation of energy-efficient appliances is giving people access to the lighting, heating, communication, and other tools they need. The Paris Agreement on climate change has given us an unprecedented opportunity to create, already today, the clean energy and sustainable solutions of tomorrow. The Sustainable Energy for All initiative that I launched in 2011 has been a great success. Thousands of partners from member states in all regions and at all stages of development have joined. It welcomes the public sector, private sector, and civil society, and includes utilities and regulators, innovators and entrepreneurs, huge multilateral institutions, and grassroots non-governmental organizations. I recently appointed Ms. Rachel Kite, who is here with me today, as my new special representative for sustainable energy for all to spearhead efforts in support of SDG 7. My request to you here in Abu Dhabi, as we move to implement the Paris Agreement and the Sustainable Development Goals, is that you keep the sense of urgency and the spirit of partnership that guided us to success last year. We need to start transforming the world economy. Emissions must be cut drastically. Counterproductive subsidies must end. Government and private sector will need to align their decisions. Every dollar of $1 trillion that will be spent on new infrastructure in the next 15 years must be invested in climate-friendly projects that will drive the growth of low-carbon goods and services. The United Arab Emirates and Masdar are a perfect example of the kind of public-private action that is needed. I congratulate Abu Dhabi on bringing together so many different partners, including world leaders. The event designed to showcase women's contributions to sustainability is particularly welcome and important. WISER, W-I-S-E-R, Women in Sustainability, Environment, and Renewable Energy, WISER, aims to promote women's role in seeking sustainable solutions. Women are often the primary managers of energy in their households and communities, and so can be powerful agents of change in the transition to sustainable, clean, green energy. Your Highnesses, Excellencies, Honorable Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, we have a vision which we have created and adopted in New York last year in September and in Paris last year in December. We have goals. There is also political will. We are the first generation with an opportunity to end poverty. We are the last generation with a chance of combating climate change. Clean energy is a key to both these tasks. Clean energy, sustainable energy, is a golden thread to resolving all these challenges. Thank you, shukran, and I wish you a successful World Future Energy Summit. Thank you.
Welcome to Abu Dhabi and welcome to this incredible event. And for those of you coming back, welcome back to Abu Dhabi. We have a hashtag for this year's Zayed Future Energy Prize, which is hashtag ZFEP 2016. What we'd like to do is encourage everyone to interact with each other by tweeting your impressions of this year's Zayed Future Energy Prize, as well as this year's Sustainability Week. One of the things we're going to do is to showcase all of the nominees in each of the different categories. And what we'd like to see are people tweeting who they believe should win in each category, almost a sort of pre-nomination popularity contest, and we can increase the visibility of all of the nominations in each of these categories. In 2008, at the World Future Energy Summit, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, announced the Zayed Future Energy Prize. And he did it to honor his father's environmental legacy. With the introduction of the Zayed Future Energy Prize, Abu Dhabi, with a number of international partners at its side, has inspired the next generation of global energy innovators, creating solutions to problems that we can barely even imagine today. The prize is awarded to individuals, to organizations, to high schools, and to companies, all of whom have made significant contributions in coming up with solutions to energy challenges. Now, with a mind toward ensuring that the prize reaches out to different key players in the industry, we created these different categories: the global high schools, the not-for-profit organizations, the small and medium-sized enterprises, and the large corporations, as well as the Lifetime Achievement Award, to really recognize the entire spectrum of entities that are involved in helping address some of the major energy challenges facing the world. This year, from almost 1,500 submissions, we have an amazing range and list of nominees all across the Zayed Future Energy Prize categories and from a wide range of countries all around the world. So without further delay, let's take a look at some of these incredible nominations. Our first category of the day is the Global High Schools category. And the main objective of this category is to promote sustainability in schools. There's a special emphasis on these projects, particularly around measurable impact, to promote renewable energy and sustainability. That can include improvements in water use, in waste reduction, and water efficiency. And this is a category that is very different than the rest of the Zayed Future Energy Prize categories for one basic reason. It's to inspire that next generation of leaders to come up with innovative solutions by working with their colleagues in the high schools. We give the schools a grant that they can use to help fulfill the goals of their particular project. And they're across 5 different regions: Oceania, Asia, Africa, Europe, and the Americas. And as you've heard, some of them are with us this morning in the Global High Schools section of the audience. Can I hear from the Global High Schools again? Okay, welcome. What we're going to do is take a look first at our first category, which are the high school nominees from Oceania. Please take a look.
Working on our proposal for the Zayed Future Energy Prize has made us really think of the bigger picture, what we could do if we really had the chance, and so it's taken it up to the next level, really.
Essentially, in our proposal for the prize, we're looking at installing solar panels, looking at installing a wind turbine, and also experimental technology with piezoelectric tiles.
Sheikh Zayed was an inspiring leader and environmental champion. His efforts and successes in leading his nation and his people from harsh beginnings to a prosperous and sustainable future is very inspiring, and it motivates me to try and do my part.
If Lugar Rural Training Center happened to win the Zayed Future Energy Prize, we would like to build a resilient center. People would come learn how to build local, build strong and safe, and also how they can use renewable energy. I would call it the Zayed Resilient Center to give an honor to Sheikh Zayed, because it's one of the implementations of his plan to help the global high schools.
Our proposal for the Zayed Future Energy Prize was to establish a energy hub here at the school.
The Human Energy Hub will be a place where people can come and get ideas for their home to make it more energy efficient.
Another thing we would do is the Kids Teaching Kids program.
Teaching Kids is senior students teaching junior students about energy saving and sustainability.
Well, global recognition with such a prestigious organisation like the Zayed Future Energy Prize will always be really important to a little school off the big island on a small island called Tasmania.
Okay, can we have a round of applause for the Oceania category? Okay, our next section from the Global High Schools category are the high schools that submitted from Asia. Let's take a look at the Asia nominees.
There are 2 main elements of our proposal for the Zayed Future Energy Prize. Firstly, solar power through using photovoltaic cells, and the second part is using biogas generation.
The introduction of the biogas generator would work on several different fronts. For one, we solve the problem of how to deal with our food waste. We would also have the solar power plants, which would be generating electricity for us.
The idea which everybody agreed on was putting up a small solar energy system on one of the primary schools in the local village. If we win the Zayed Future Energy Prize, we will be able to offset roughly 65 tons of carbon dioxide.
This year, for the year 2016, the Zayed Future Energy Prize, we propose to have more than 200 solar panels with a supply of 70 kilowatts, and that is to promote sustainable living.
The Zayed Future Energy Prize will definitely help us to showcase our efforts, how a school building can be operated in a sustainable manner, making it a model for the whole country.
KSA is a unique high school in Korea that is funded by Korean government.
Our proposal is DIY project where we encourage students and teachers to build sustainable energy sources such as solar power panels, gardens on the rooftops, air generators, and generators in the fitness room.
Zayed Future Energy Prize encourages students to study about future development and sustainable energy. Sheikh Zayed invested a lot in his people and was interested in sustainability. And I think it is very important to honor him because he was a leader with vision.
As a future scientist developing sustainable energy sources, I think it's really important to start now because we can't really wait for another generation to start developing the sustainable energy sources.
Okay, fabulous. Can we hear it for the high schools, global high schools from Asia? Congratulations. Our third category in the Global High Schools competition are nominees from Africa. Let's please take a look at the nominations that came in from the high schools in Africa.
We presented proposal to Zayed Future Energy Prize, that is mountain and solar system that will be able to trap energy from the sunlight and convert it to electrical energy for the use of our school. So that means that there will be more generation of energy in our system. Should other schools also adopt this program? We will intend to get more energy, to create employment, because the sustainability energy practices itself is a source of employment.
If we are able to win this Zayed Future Energy Prize, I'll also be able to leave a legacy for my juniors and all the students who come after me.
If we get the Zayed Future Energy Prize, we will buy anaerobic digester and solar power.
Right now, our school, we are like role models to the other schools in Somaliland. We have a windmill that is working and it produces power to the school. We install solar heaters that heats our water. We also have a grey water system that recycles the water. All of these things came from Sheikh Zayed's great ideas to make the world better and to use sustainable energy.
To win the Zayed Future Energy Prize, it would show to me that when I put my mind to something, I can easily do it. Our submission is a two-phase project. Firstly, to install a hybrid of solar photovoltaic panels and wind turbines to produce electricity. And our second is to produce a unique biogas system, which will allow us to produce our own gas. We use modern gas stoves, which is quite expensive to run, so we've had to go back to using charcoal.
Sheikh Zayed personally inspired me to take the responsibility of the earth we live in and also take a good role in our community and improve the quality of life for everyone. If I win the Zayed Future Energy Prize, this is the place I will put the solar panels and it's where my future begins.
All right, fantastic. Great submissions. Our next Global High Schools list of nominees are from Europe. Let's take a look at the European submissions for 2016.
Our proposal for the Zayed Future Energy Prize is to convert this rooftop into an urban garden so we can produce our own food. We'll be doing this by building a greenhouse, having an open garden and installing beehives.
Our proposal will allow us to expand on what we're doing in this room at the moment, which is exploring how to grow food sustainably in the middle of a city centre.
Sheikh Zayed is an inspiration to me because of the vision he had on the environment and sustainability. His philosophy on education and empowerment is especially relevant to us here at Belvedere.
Our plan for the Zayed Future Energy Prize is to build up a smart grid of different renewable energy sources. It involves on one hand our water wheel, which is to be installed right there, a wind turbine in Bad Salgau, and a methane station in Überlingen. I think we should win the Zayed Future Energy Prize because we not only build up one renewable energy source for our school, we build different stations that can be used in an intelligent way, and we also offer the students an interesting way to learn, and also the concept of our water wheel could be used in developing countries to help the people there.
Okay, fabulous. How about a round of applause for our European nominees? Our last list of nominees in the Global High Schools category come from the Americas. Let's take a look at this year's submissions for the high schools from the Americas.
El Colegio Manuel Picazotti es parte de una comunidad activa en un área rural en Santa Cruz, Bolivia. La ciudad está a 400 kilómetros hasta aquí y en camino de tierra, lo que hace que no tengamos acceso a la electricidad.
Si ganaríamos el premio Zayed Future Energy Prize, pues pondríamos los paneles allá.
No solo instalaríamos paneles solares, pero también podríamos tener recursos y conocimientos para mantenerlos y repararlos nosotros mismos.
Con el objetivo de plantear un restaurante escolar donde se puedan aplicar todas las energías renovables.
Acerca del desierto, acá en el desierto utilizamos la energía solar, es muy necesario tenerla y se ha vuelto muy popular acá, todos los vecinos la tienen y pues me parece conveniente tenerla en la escuela.
Me siento muy contento de que un colegio del departamento pueda representarnos a nosotros y a Colombia entera.
Nosotros poco a poco hemos venido realizando este proyecto con muchas mujeres. Un gran ejemplo de motivación a todas esas comunidades a que retomen toda la parte ambiental, a que se concienticen a un mundo mejor.
Y las propuestas para el Zayed Future Energy Prize son la creación y elaboración de paneles solares, la transformación de un vehículo de gasolina al eléctrico y la elaboración de un huerto orgánico.
A la hora que vean que el mundo puso los ojos en un lugar tan pequeñito, van a ver que las llaves se encuentran por todos lados, que solo es necesario seguir con mucho corazón sus sueños.
All right, congratulations to our global high schools. Technical, organizational, or social impact in the world of renewable energy or sustainability. In particular, we're looking for candidates for nomination that are more directly involved with issues of energy access and human impact. Let's take a look at the not-for-profit category and the nominations that were submitted for this year's 2016 Zayed Future Energy Prize.
Copernic is an Indonesia-based organization, and we distribute clean energy technologies to remote last-mile communities in order to reduce poverty. So since we've started, we've distributed more than 60,000 units of technology, reaching more than 300,000 people. The technologies that we currently distribute include solar lights, solar home systems, fuel-efficient cook stoves, and water filters.
I believe that the Zayed Future Energy Prize will help more people in Indonesia to have access to clean energy technologies and also safe drinking water.
Rural Services Foundation basically does energy service delivery, mainly focusing on bottom of the pyramid consumers in the villages. So we mainly deal with solar home systems, biogas, and improved cook stoves. We believe people will also be taken aback with the access to energy impact that we have done in Bangladesh and how it can be relevant to a lot of other people around the world.
ভালোই খুব ভালোই চালাইতেছে এমনি লেখাপড়া পোলাপানে লেখাপড়া হইতেছে এবং এই তারপরে সিকিউরিটি রাতে
SolarAid is the charitable arm that helps support Sunny Money. Sunny Money is the social enterprise that helps to distribute solar lights across all the countries that we work in.
The solar lamp has really helped me a lot in terms of reading. A long time ago I used to spend about 30 minutes reading, but now I can even spend 2 hours reading. Reading is my passion because when I read, I pass the exams.
The money that we would win through this award would just impact our work incredibly. SNV is the Netherlands Development Organization. We're working in 39 countries worldwide. We are most famous for our domestic biogas programs. The Vietnam Domestic Biogas Program is one of the most successful biogas programs of SNV.
We have impacted on the lives of about 50 million people between 2012 and 2015. Sheikh Zayed has been an example for the world. He has always promoted innovation, research, emancipation. More than 1 billion people still lack access to energy, so that's a huge task ahead of us. And the Zayed Future Energy Prize helps us to get some prominence in that field.
Okay, can we have a round of applause for the not-for-profit organization that submitted this year? Some incredible work showcased, and don't forget to tweet who you think will win in each category to hashtag ZFEP 2016. Our next category is for small and medium-sized enterprises. Now, finalists in this category have been chosen basically on the development of disruptive technologies, innovative solutions, or services related to the renewable energy industry and sustainable development. In addition, innovations developed by the company have been successfully adopted or implemented and have resulted in a tangible benefit. These are for small and medium-sized enterprises, a cornerstone of the global economy and of the energy industry. Let's take a look at this year's 2016 Zayed Future Energy Prize nominations in the SME category.
Creative Plan started in 2008. Now our Sun King products are in over 4 million homes. Our mission is to deliver affordable energy for the world's 2 billion under-electrified consumers. 4 million households using Sun King products mean 15 million daily active users of Sun King solar lights that previously were using dim, dirty kerosene lanterns for light at night. For a growing social business, it can be very difficult to devote the resources required to invest in the technologies that are going to change the world for the next 10 years. And what the Zayed Future Energy Prize lets us do is it gives us the room to invest in those technologies.
Green Energy Biofuels was founded in 2011 to specifically respond to cooking challenges, indoor air pollution. We decided to go in the route of cellulosic ethanol. The raw material that we use to produce this biofuel gel, the feedstock, either the sawdust or the water isolate, but we can also convert some of the fruit waste and some other agricultural waste into the same biofuel gel. This makes our product truly renewable. The cash part of the Zayed Future Energy Prize, we go into helping subsidizing the cost of our fuel.
Winning the Zayed Future Energy Prize would be a truly transformative thing for us as a company. Typically our customers are people who live well beyond the grid. Their day doesn't need to end when the sun sets.
We provide sales and service in the home. We don't just have shops in the major cities. We are actually going to every single door, introducing them to solar. And then we are following up with in-home service if anything happens, if there are any problems.
I wanted to be part of a big change. And if you look at the mission of Off-Grid, it's something that everyone would want to be part of.
As a woman myself, I am very motivated because we got a lot of females in installation and sales department.
Winning Zayed Future Energy Prize is a big recognition to the mission of what we want to achieve.
Congratulations to the nominees for the small and medium-sized enterprises. Our last category of this morning's review of the nominations is for the large corporation category. This is open to large corporations that have made a significant contribution to renewable energy and sustainability, with a clear vision for the long-term future of energy, and a coherent financial and ecological strategy for its own role in bringing about a sustainable future. Let's take a look at the nominations, the finalists for this year's large corporations category.
Is the wind leader generator in the world, and we are going to keep investing in this field.
We concentrate on 5 core countries: Spain, the United Kingdom, the United States of America, Mexico and Brazil.
UAE leadership is like a lighthouse for the world with all the initiatives they are taking. The Zayed Future Energy Prize is one of the pieces of this jigsaw that shows to the world how things can be changed in terms of the new energy vision.
Infosys is a company of 200,000 employees. We are a software services company as well as operation, strategy consulting, management consulting, and innovation.
The biggest impact which had was the huge sustainability initiative which we started way back in the year 2008. We partnered with the UN and we have achieved a 46% reduction in power and 30% reduction in water consumption. Zayed Future Energy Prize is a best-in-class benchmark in the world in terms of sustainability. We are confident that we have done the best in this space.
Founded in 1995, BYD believes in supplying not just sustainable products, but a sustainable lifestyle, and is leading the world in the manufacture of rechargeable batteries.
BYD starts from the solar energy and then we store the electricity into our battery. This is a total solution for a zero emission ecosystem.
全球差不多有160个城市开始使用我们这个电动大巴或电动这个出租车因此说意义非常这个深远。BYD 我想我们这个就像我们的名字一样 ，Build your dream， 成就梦想。那我们的使命的话也是通过我们这个技术。 让我们的环境变得更美好，让整个世界能够可持续发展。
Let's hear it from the large corporation category. So you've seen some work, incredible work from the global high schools. You've seen the nominations from the not-for-profit organizations, from the small and medium-sized enterprise sector, and from large corporations. We're going to find out who won in each of those categories, as well as honor a Lifetime Achievement recipient.
Okay, announcement.